Well, the stats tonight to me that stood out. I'm just kidding. I thought when the game got close, you guys played some real good defense.
Yeah.
Did you feel that?
Well, yeah. I mean, I thought Grant did a nice job. You know, Loudon struggled in the second half to stop Hills Mays for sure. He got that third foul, and then, you know, they just kind of went after him. Loudon's harder to post up and get the catch on, but he's not as long, and Grant's a little easier to get the catch on, but Grant's longer and harder to score over the top, and I thought he did a really nice job when we needed him to get some stops. And, you know, we didn't rebound the ball at all in the first half. I think to start the game, they had 5 straight offensive rebounds. But they only ended up with 8. So, you know, we finally got involved in that, not rebounding by 7. So in the second half, we really rebounded the ball well. First half, offensively, everything was easy. Second half, it wasn't. But a lot of that had to do with the fact that we weren't getting any stops either. So we couldn't run. We couldn't, you know, do what we like to do if you're not getting stops.
You feel? I don't want to, put words in your mouth or say too much, but this was a game that maybe you wondered if your defense could show up when you needed it to show up, and it did.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd prefer that we didn't have to put ourselves in that situation. But, you know, I told the guys after the game, very proud of how they handled it when it got close. They didn't panic. And, it, you know, as a coach, and I told them they should be proud of me because I didn't get too negative either. Even in the timeouts, I kept my cool. But, you know, the other thing is, let's face it, you know, when you have guys like Cole and Bill, you know, and these older guys that just you can trust so much, it's easy not to panic.
Yeah. Do you know what? Did they give you an explanation on Loudon Love's tech?
Well, he was mad at himself.
Okay.
But you know, he just
naughty words.
No, he slammed the ball down.
Okay.
Yeah. But you know, how's the official supposed to know if he's mad at the call or? I mean, you know, Loudon doesn't ever say 2 words to the official. He was mad at himself, and you know, I said that to the official. He said, "Well, it's the optics," and well, there's nothing I can do to argue. It just, if he does that in practice, we'd call it technical. And so, you know, you got to get control of your emotions and whatever I mean, how many times the difference is I can stomp on the sideline and get angry and do things that if I did them on the court would cost a technical, but the players can't do that.
Yeah. I don't know if you knew he moved into second on the all-time rebound this year tonight.
Yeah, and he wasn't hardly on the floor. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's I just can't say enough about him in terms of the kind of young man he is. Mostly, like I'm happy he's a good basketball player, and we've won a lot of games with him here. But I would say more importantly, he just is. He's been a joy to coach.
Yeah. You did a good job on Williams.
Yeah. Well, that's mostly Jalen. I mean, that's mostly Jalen.
Yeah.
He got 14 in the first half, and 4 of those were off free throws, and but yeah, we did. Jalen is a luxury to have on people like that. Williams is a good shooter. The difference is Jalen, has probably got 4 or 5 inches on him, and is just as quick. And so, it was mostly him and mostly Cole. Cole does a great job with it too.
Yeah.
Now Cole's easier to shoot over, but Cole can get through every screen, and he's hard to screen.
Cole tonight had another good line. He kind of had an overlooked 19 points and 4 assists last game, and then 16 and 6 with no turnovers tonight.
He's he's a tremendous player.
It's almost like
he's such a competitor. I've had very few kids in all my years work as hard as he does. I mean, there's times where I have to ask him to get out of the gym. That isn't very often you have to ask a player to do that. But he's a basketball nut way more than I am. He watches every game. He has a great understanding of the game, but he's a winner. He just is a winner without question.
Coach, Oakland, not a bad team. I mean,
No. Greg is a dang good coach, and he has such a good feel for who has it going and how to get the ball to him. They have a million sets. And, they try to slow us down. And like I said, we couldn't really get them stopped in the second half. And so we had a hard time getting going offensively. But, yeah, they're going to be, without question, getting Williams has helped them. It's helped their inside game because it's one more shooter out on the floor that you have to guard. When we played them the first time, they had one guy out on the floor. We felt like you really had to guard on the perimeter. Now they have one more, and it just opens up the inside for them. and they're going to be like, I'm glad we played them twice, but and we could see them in the tournament, but they're going to be a hard out for sure. They're going to be a real hard out because they have experienced players and they have good guards.
Have you always done a senior day after the game?
I've done it both ways. I kind of like it after the game. I feel like before the game, and I've said this before. Some people say, you run the risk of ruining it because what if you lose? And I said, what if you do, okay? Because if we lose, it's not the end of the world, and we're going to celebrate these guys whether we win or lose. We're going to celebrate what they've done for us, you do run that risk of emotionally people being a little bit down. But I don't care. It gives you more time. It just gives you more time at the end of the game, and hopefully the fans will stick around. I think they will because they know what this senior class means to us. But it just gives you more time at the end of the game to celebrate the guys and to even give them an opportunity to speak to the crowd.
Bill Wampler, he's really grown on and off the court while he's been here.
Yeah, he really has, and I would say. I'm glad that when I was at South Dakota State, we recruited him and got to know him a little bit and understood his game. And the year he sat out here, I think was a good year for him. As a basketball player, it was, and I think as a man, it was. And he just has been another joy to. Honestly, I mean, I could go down the line with our players in terms of joy to coach, and they all. Keep you up one night or another, giving you a sleepless night, but just like your own children would. Yeah. I think it's that way. But just whether they win or lose, they've been a great group.
And one thing about Jordan Nash is he's never big timed it since he's been here. It doesn't look
no,
like,
no.
Just been a great.
No. And he understands just like most people do that this is a good level and there are good guards at every level, and and I think he's excited. When you look at the teams they switch and how this team is doing compared to the team he would have been on, this has been a good deal for him. And he like tonight he was tremendous. When things got tough, he was the voice. He just did a real good job of keeping the guys together.